Yes, it's me, the forensic scientist. I would like to see a reenactment of a body getting dumped, please. It's the only way I can test my hypothesis and prove that this man is innocent. Young Karen is going to save my life. She's going to provide me with the alibi that I need. Is this his wife? You know, a watch, a wedding ring, a briefcase, and then a small portable TV. This is how you psych yourself up, Swift. You just gotta pinch the nips, alright? Yeah, cut that out, Swift. Or not, I don't care. Yo! What's going on, guys? It's me, Jeffrey, the owner of the channel. Here with OtherJeffrey, also me, who does the reactions. You know, you gotta split your personalities up appropriately. Guys, today, we're gonna be reacting to a video where an innocent man is imprisoned and cannot be released. Crazy. So, there's so many flaws in the systems these days. Everyone's aware of it. Let's watch a cartoon that kind of makes light of it because, you know, why not? Let's just do that. So without further ado, let's jump right in.
Picture this. You're
Picturing.
22 years old, in the prime of your life, with a pregnant and devoted wife you haven't been married to for very long.
Wait a minute, 22, prime of my life? I can relate to this, but then he threw me off when he's talking about this marriage and baby stuff. I'm like, yeah, like, what? That's not about me. That becomes more about them. And then, like, what about my own selfish interests? I don't know. I don't trust the narrator already. We're 7 seconds in.
And everything changes one night when a man is murdered in the street. You are accused of the murder, with the evidence being that it was your face a witness saw running from the scene of the crime.
Okay, wait a minute. I don't trust this Karen one bit. She's got like light gray streaks. She looks like Rogue from X-Men. And she's trying to tell me my hairline looks like that? I know I'm not supposed to be taking this personally, but look at that hairline. There's no way in heck that my... Oh no, I do have a widow's peak. My fake widow's peak looks like that, Karen.
That evidence is weak, to say the least. And seeing as you know very well you didn't do it, you're confident you'll get off. But that's not the case, and you'll spend many years behind bars. A trial judge will say you're likely innocent some...
I suppose you're innocent, but I also suppose you're guilty. Either way, I must throw the book at you. I don't understand. I'm innocent until proven guilty. How did you prove me guilty?
20 years after the crime was committed, and you still won't get out. How could this happen? Let's start from the beginning.
Oh.
The man we're talking about is named Benjamin Spencer.
Benjamin Spencer, you
And he was convicted along with another man of committing a murder on a quiet street in West Dallas over...
But you don't name that man's name. How convenient.
30 years ago. On March 22nd in the year of 1987, a 33-year-old named Jeffrey Young...
Whoa. There's too many Jeffreys in the room. Okay, I think we need to... Alright, I'll allow it. Just this once, though. Just this once.
Who was doing well for himself at a clothing company was
That's Jeffrey's
after
job.
walking out of his company office around 9:30 p.m.
Oh my god, he got attacked by the putties from Power Rangers.
Police report says he was then manhandled into his BMW by two men and drove over to West Dallas. And it's there his body was dumped down a dark alley. Police thought they had gotten lucky when witnesses came forward and said that they saw what happened.
We see this guy, he looked like Jeffrey. This is all screwed up. Poor Jeffrey. Okay, hey, that wouldn't happen to this Jeffrey. Alright, but I don't trust the...
Three of those witnesses, and they identified two men. One was Spencer, and the other was named Robert.
There you have it, Robert Mitchell. Very classy name. Couldn't have done it.
Mitchell. But as the district attorney of Dallas now says,
Wait a minute. The district attorney of Dallas is the judge? Alright, this whole plot line is suspect. I'll allow it. Sustained. Objection. Legalese.
It might have been a miss because all the witnesses all knew Spencer. These people were not strangers.
Okay, you know in a classic cinematic where everyone wears white dot. Oh, Jesus.
Spencer was by no means an angel. He'd spent some time behind bars before for driving on a suspended license, and he'd also been put on probation for 6 years for driving a car that had been stolen by a friend. Nonetheless, as we said, his new wife was pregnant, and he was turning over a new leaf. After he was picked up 4 days after the crime, he wasn't very worried. It was just a mistake, a case of mistaken identity. But that wasn't the case at all. Spencer had an alibi too, which was the testimony of a young woman friend of his who...
Okay, look at this lady. There's no way that is a viable witness. Like, on what planet does this guy think, like, yes, this young Karen is going to save my life. She's going to provide me with the alibi that I need. Is this his wife? I forget what his wife looks like. I think this might actually be his wife. Look, she's got the book. She's got the book next to her. She's gonna throw the book at him. The judge doesn't even need to. She's gonna throw the whole case. Applause.
Hanging out with him when the murder and robbery took place.
Wait a
On
minute.
top of that, there was no physical evidence linking Spencer to the crime, just those witness testimonies. During the robbery, a watch had been stolen, as well as a wedding ring, a small portable TV, and a briefcase. None of it.
Yeah, a watch, a wedding ring, a briefcase, and then a small portable TV. All right, this is 87, right? So a portable TV, a portable TV still has to be gigantic. Like, there's no way you're carrying around like a briefcase, whatever.
These things were found at Spencer's house. Police didn't have any fingerprint evidence, nor was there a murder weapon found. Many years later, Spencer would say in an interview, "I began to think, well, I didn't commit this offense. The truth is going to come out." But a few months down the line, Spencer was sentenced to 35 years in prison.
35 years by Mr. George Washington? Benjamin Franklin? Or I don't know who else would wear those wigs. Commodore Barry. Probably.
Testimony as well as a jailhouse informant's testimony. It was
Whoa.
a nightmare come true. Spencer's heart sank. His life was ruined. The
Oh,
father-to-be had become a condemned man, and the state had failed to do its job in his eyes. But not long into his sentence, Spencer got a break. It turned out that the star witness in his case had lied. She'd not told the truth about whether she had received a reward for coming forward and giving evidence. A new trial was set, but Spencer was then offered a plea deal by the state.
Alright, that guy just looks like, take it! Just take the plea deal! I swear it's gonna be good for you!
He could probably get out in 5 years if he accepted this. But
5
wasn't
years.
this 5 years too much? And why
5
would
years
he
is like high
think
school
he's
plus
made
getting held back.
He killed someone when he had it. In his mind, he'd been wronged, and accepting a plea deal was just another wrong in the
Innocence
topsy-turvy world
Project.
of American justice. Nonetheless, his attorney told him to take it. Years later, Spencer would tell NPR.
NPR, alright, a little plug in there. Alright.
He was saying, if you take it to trial, they're going to give you a life sentence, and they're likely to get it. And I'm like, I'm not going to plead guilty to something I didn't do. Who in their right mind would? And so he didn't accept the deal. During his second trial, the state prosecuted Spencer for aggravated robbery and asked for a life sentence. The evidence again was a witness testimony, with the star witness being a
Oh my god, it's Laverne and Shirley.
where the victim was
This is his
killed.
clone
Her
that had a
testimony
baby.
got Spencer convicted again. And as you'll soon find out, her testimony was hardly concrete, but she
It was stone! Her concrete stone. God damn it.
her ground, and according to reports, was very convincing when she described what she had seen on the night of the crime. This was Spencer and Mitchell dumping the body. Mitchell was also convicted again, and unfortunately...
You know, I'm getting a little lost here, because, like, I thought Mitchell was exonerated and was just completely innocent. Like, he's got such a good name.
he would not live much longer anyway. So now Spencer is back in prison again, looking down a long road of 30-something years living life behind bars as an innocent man.
My
His
God.
life now would be dedicated to proving his innocence, and this would be a long process.
Oh,
Spencer
so
got in touch with
long.
the
You got, it's like that whole thing where you gotta draft a bill, except it's like that times 5, and then you gotta wait for the bureaucratic red tape, and then you gotta wait for Shawshank Redemption to finally end. That movie takes forever. It's good. It just takes forever. It's just like jail, probably.
and helped wrongly convicted men who were serving time. One such organization was named Centurion Ministries, and the people there knew that the state had sent down an innocent man. They built a case, interviewed over 100 people, and
100?
asked for a hearing. The petition ended up on
Wow, look at this guy's arms. He's got like giant wiener arms. Like, oh my god, and he's touching that girl with that? Oh my god, this probably isn't family friendly content.
the desk of a criminal court judge in Dallas named Rick Magnus. He said he wasn't sure at first whether to have a hearing, mostly because the exoneration wasn't based on any kind of new DNA evidence.
Ah.
This is what gets innocent.
See, that's the thing you gotta know, guys. DNA didn't exist for the longest time. Like, we just didn't have it. Like, you could, like, prick me for blood, and I would have no DNA inside me. It's weird. It's like we evolved to have DNA once we noticed, and then we were like, wow, look at this thing we just discovered. It's, like, literally a matter of a year between us getting DNA and then discovering it.
Free. But he later said in interviews that the more he read about the case, he realized there had been a lot of wrongs in Spencer's conviction. 20 years after the crime, Magnus granted an
20 years.
evidentiary hearing. The witnesses came forward again, and this time two of them backed down. But that woman who lived across from the alley didn't.
She had
stood
something
firm again. She
something
said she
personal.
had definitely seen Spencer. As we said, there was a big problem with her testimony. That's because all those years later, a forensic visual scientist was asked to watch a reenactment of the body being dumped.
Yes, it's me, the forensic scientist. I would like to see a reenactment of a body getting dumped, please. It's the only way I can test my hypothesis and prove that this man is innocent. I have a goatee, by the way.
What that was people in the dark pretending to be the pair that dumped the body.
Hmm.
to this, there was no
Science.
doubt that this woman could have seen anything other than a silhouette.
Wow.
She could have clearly seen a face, as she said she had done.
Yeah, but the silhouette of the ears was so on point.
The person could not have made out a face any farther than 25 feet away.
Interesting.
But as it stood, the witness claiming to have seen the man who was standing closest to the crime scene was 93 feet away.
93,
Again, there's no way could any of those witnesses have got a clear ID. With this new evidence, Judge Magnus said, okay, enough is enough, and he ordered a retrial on the grounds of something called actual innocence. As
Whoa.
for Spencer, he said he was over the moon when he heard the news.
Oh, gee willikers, I am over the moon, Sally. Oh, I could lasso that thing for you and I could just tap dance right on top of it, Sally.
Not only would he get out, but he would clear his name, too. In an interview, he said, I was very hopeful.
Alright, the guy's legs crossed. He's like, yeah, I was hopeful. I thought that this whole time I'm gonna go home. Yeah, no, nothing to worry about here. I had the utmost confidence. I was definitely not like eating my own feces and crying in my own feces at night in the jail cell. I definitely was not doing that.
I thought that this is it. I'm going home.
I hate his sweater too.
Spencer
Oh.
said at first he was hopeful that his retrial would take place within a few weeks.
That's why optimism never works.
Maybe a few
Or
months,
arrogance.
and they passed. In fact, years passed, and the only authority capable of granting a new trial, the Court of Criminal Appeals, it seems, did nothing at all.
Oh, they're
In
snoozing.
2011, Spencer got some bad news. There would be no retrial. While a judge said that, indeed, if the new evidence had been presented in the
Indubitably.
first trial, it would have been unlikely that Spencer would have been
Man, look at him. He's like, oh, I'm so happy. I'm definitely gonna get off. Here, fist bump. Alright, 87, baby.
convicted. But that same judge said because Spencer hadn't come up with any incontrovertible new evidence proving he wasn't there that night, such as CCTV footage or DNA that had never been tested, there would be no trial. The judge admitted that Spencer was likely innocent, but it didn't matter. He didn't have the evidence to get that new trial. His attorney now says that she needs to start again. She needs to find this new evidence proving her client's innocence. The problem, of course, is how do you find new evidence 28 years after the fact? The woman across from the alley now
Interesting.
talked openly about the case. Another witness died, and another now says that she didn't get a clear look at Spencer. The witness
Oh,
now
man.
says he felt pressured by the police to say it was Spencer.
Ah.
So that's it. The only thing saying Spencer is guilty is the testimony of a witness who it's been proven couldn't have possibly seen Spencer that night. Everyone says
Man, and she will not give that up, Karen.
The fact is, the justice system doesn't seem to provide any solutions to get Spencer out. But there's more. There was another witness, but this witness
Oh,
was never
no.
called. She now said,
I'm 1000. She is System 1000. And she saw everything that night.
that she is 1,000%
1000% sure. That's what. Okay, I jumped the gun on that.
sure that the people she saw didn't include Spencer. What about that jailhouse informant? Well, he now says that Spencer never told him
No.
the crime.
I don't know who
This
this
also
guy
shows
is.
something very fishy. The informant said in court that he had not received any benefit from giving that statement. But this guy was looking at a 25-year sentence for aggravated robbery. Guess what happened after he spoke to the police and gave his testimony?
What happened?
He walked out of prison after just more than a year.
He walked out of prison after just more than a year?
Another person has come forward saying he knows who killed the man that night because it was a friend of his who did it. He admitted it to him. This man did not come forward at the time because he didn't want to rat
I am
on his
floored.
friends. The man whose name was put forward is currently serving time for robbery.
Oh.
Investigators
Goatee Elvis.
weren't going after Spencer, but they just had a case of what's called tunnel vision. They
Ah.
looked and they looked only at the evidence that fit that.
It's crazy how much this works.
Spencer now sits in his cell, a man in his 50s wearing glasses, waiting.
Look at this poor man. He's in prison and he wears glasses. Look at him. Take pity upon him and his green frames.
and hoping, but he doesn't have too much hope left. In an interview, he said, I'm just at a point where I'm still hopeful, but at the same time, it's like I'm stuck in a system.
No, you have
The
no
story
hope.
has been written about extensively in the American media, but it seems this man really is
Wow.
stuck in the system. He's been
That was two different generations of like aged people in there, and they were both reading the same paper basically.
denied parole on each occasion he was up for it, and from what we can see, still waits in his cell to this day, waiting in vain for something to help him get him out of the web of American
Oh, they're
justice.
eating him with chopsticks. Wow, guys, that's crazy. I don't know. I don't feel like I have 100% of the facts here, because, like, I don't know, it's a cartoon. I don't know if any of it's real. It's probably not real at all. Like, if I could have, like, citations of sources, I don't really know. Honestly, I feel like there's a little bit more in that case that should have come out. Like, innocent until proven guilty. It seemed like they were just like, alright, he's probably guilty. Throw him in the slammer. And he's like, oh no, I'm slammed up. I need to have glasses now. I don't know. I don't buy it. I think he was probably guilty. I kind of like to assume the worst of people. That way I'm never disappointed. Yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about this. And don't forget to smash that like button with your forehead against the screen. And then smash that like button by clicking on the mouse on the actual button itself, okay? And, yeah, we'll see you guys next time. What the heck was this guy's name? I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. It's not real. End of video.